My friend, what's happening behind the scenes with the Eagles goes far beyond what the press is showing. The team just made a bold move, and international sources assure us this is just the beginning. The arrival of a new name has completely shaken up the locker room and could change the defensive rumor mill in the coming weeks. I got exclusive information about Howie Roseman's secret plan and the real reason behind this negotiation with the Jets. But before I reveal everything, if you're one of those who experiences every Eagles game like a final, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell, because what I'm about to tell you will blow you away behind the scenes of the NFL. The Philadelphia Eagles played a bold game that caught the attention of the entire NFL. On Wednesday, the team officially announced the acquisition of cornerback Michael Carter II and a 7th-round pick in the 2027 draft from the New York Jets, in exchange for wide receiver John Mechie III and a 6th-round pick in the 2027 draft. General Manager Howie Roseman explained that Philadelphia already had strong pieces in its young secondary, cornerbacks Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean, both in their second year in the league, but the other outside cornerback position remained a major concern. Veterans like Adoree Jackson and Kaylee Ringo had been struggling with consistency, while Jacorian Bennett was sidelined with injuries. The front office 5 games with the Jets, he accumulated 223 tackles, 3 fumble recoveries, and 2 interceptions. Known for his agility, game intelligence, and ability to guard agile chasers in open field, Carter adds a versatile and reliable piece to Vic Fangio's defensive system. One of the main reasons this trade made financial sense is Carter's time-constrained contract. He is under the team's control until 2027, worth a total of $20.3 million, but only $2.7 million guaranteed. This means minimal financial risk for the Eagles, a Roseman specialty. The deal offers them short-term help and long-term flexibility without compromising much salary cap space. From a tactical standpoint, this change could reshape the secondary. Fangio now has the freedom to use DeJean more often on the sideline, while Carter protects the middle of the field. Reportedly, the coaching staff had been considering turning DeJean into a full-time outside cornerback, but didn't have the right roster structure for it until now. However, there is a risk factor. Carter has dealt with several injuries, a back problem in 2024 and a concussion early this season, and his performance in 2025 was below his standout year in 2023. The Eagles are betting that, in Fangio's system and with the depth of the roster around him, Carter can rediscover his best form and shine again. In short, it wasn't just a simple roster reinforcement. Philadelphia secured a versatile defender with potential, financial control, and the possibility of unlocking new secondary assets. It's a move that combines strategy, timing, and long-term vision, the classic Howie Roseman. But by all indications, Howie Roseman isn't finished yet. Carter's arrival may have been just the first step, and behind the scenes, there's already talk of new moves before the trade deadline. When the Philadelphia Eagles make a mid-season trade, the league pays attention, and this Michael Carter II trade is yet another perfect example of Howie Roseman's calculated genius. While many fans saw it as a minor adjustment, experts know it was part of a deeper strategic plan to reshape the defense without sacrificing the team's long-term flexibility. For months, Roseman and defensive coordinator Vic Fangio studied how to stabilize a secondary that showed flashes of brilliance, but also inconsistency. The young duo of Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean has enormous potential, but the rotation behind them was uncertain. Injuries to Jacorian Bennett and inconsistent performances from Adoree Jackson and Kaylee Ringo left Philadelphia vulnerable, especially in crucial third-down situations. Fangio's system is based on discipline and adaptability, and Carter perfectly embodies both of those characteristics. In New York, Carter had the commission of a coach, precise footwork, intelligent reads, and the ability to adjust during rotation. Although his 2025 stats have declined due to injuries, coaches across the league still considered him one of the most reliable slot cornerbacks. For the Eagles, this was exactly the missing piece, a player capable of handling quick receivers in the slot, contributing to run defense, and even blitzing when needed. From the front office's perspective, the signing meets all the requirements. Carter's contract runs through 2027, but only has $2.7 million guaranteed. This gives Philadelphia flexibility to negotiate or restructure his contract in future seasons. It also shows that Roseman continues to prioritize cost-effectiveness, investing in players who can perform both now and in the future without compromising the team's financial balance. Trading John Mechie III wasn't easy, but the depth of the Eagles' receiving core has become a manageable task. With A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, and Parker Washington consistently producing, the offense could afford to lose a reserve to address a defensive problem. This was Roseman's classic approach: identify surplus talent on one side of the field and use it to strengthen a weak point on the other. Internally, Fangio sees Carter as a schematic multiplier, a player who can't dominate the spotlight plays, but allows others to shine by doing the dirty work in coverage and tackling. The arrival of Michael Carter, too, isn't just another mid-season adjustment. It could mark a turning point in how the Philadelphia Eagles approach defensive matchups for the rest of 2025. With the team battling for a playoff spot, defensive coordinator Vic Fangio now has one of the most disguising coverages, limiting explosive plays, and forcing quarterbacks to make mistakes. But to execute this effectively, cornerbacks need to be able to handle multiple responsibilities. That's where Carter fits perfectly. With experience in slot coverage, strong tackles, and zone awareness, he offers the Eagles something they've lacked all season: a reliable and versatile cornerback capable of adapting during the offensive drive. Carter's arrival allows Cooper DeJean to play permanently open, where his speed and instincts can shine. It also gives Quinion Mitchell a consistent partner who can communicate and coordinate in real time, something the defense had struggled with in recent games. The result? A more cohesive unit that can finally handle teams with deep and dynamic receiving groups like the Cowboys and 49ers. The ripple effect goes beyond the cornerbacks' roles. Fangio can now use more formations with 3 safeties and nickel packages without worrying about coverage gaps. Expect to see more aggressive blitzes from linebackers and safeties, because with Carter dominating the middle, the defense can afford to take more calculated risks. Off the field, Carter demonstrates leadership qualities that have already been noticed. News from Philadelphia suggests he quickly earned the respect of the locker room for his communication and professionalism. His experience with the Jets, where he led the AFC's best quarterbacks weekly, has given him the mental fortitude to thrive in the demanding Philadelphia football culture. However, the real challenge will be consistency. Carter's health remains an unknown quantity after back problems and concussions in the last 2 seasons. The Eagles' medical staff will carefully manage his workload, ensuring he is in peak condition for the final stretch of the season. If he stays healthy, the potential is enormous, especially as the Eagles prepare for important division matchups and the pursuit of a playoff spot. From a broader perspective, this move demonstrates that Roseman and Fangio are thinking beyond 2025. Carter's contract structure, with modest guarantees and time control until 2027, means the Eagles are building a solid defensive foundation for the future. With young talents like Mitchell, DeJean, and Sidney Brown developing, the secondary could soon become one of the deepest and most balanced in the NFL. So what does all this mean for Eagles fans? It means the defense is entering a new phase, smarter, more flexible, and built for the long term. Carter may not be the most eye-catching name, but he could easily become a stabilizing piece around him. Could Michael Carter too be the key to unlocking the full potential of the Eagles defense and transforming their second division into one of the most dominant units in the NFL by 2025? Leave your opinion here. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I'll be back later to update you with the latest Eagles news.